Hi Capricorn, welcome to your August 2020 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month of August has in store for thee. All right, so Capricorn, for your actions and interactions with the world at large and the results they may bring, you have the Horned God, right? So you've got the Emperor. So this month you really mean business. You're going in at it. And it does look like you might be, I was going to say crossing a threshold this month. Actually, yeah, that feels right. The reason I say that is because I feel like whatever you're doing this month, it is going to be something that is either very unique or something that's maybe very unique to you. Maybe it's not something that people necessarily know you for. Maybe it's not necessarily something that people kind of want or expect from you. It looks like you're going in a very new, maybe even a novel direction. The Horned God or the Devil card, the Emperor card in the Rider-Waite deck. This is all about action, but it's also about that calculated action. This is about you taking very deliberate steps, but on a new path, in a new direction. So in a lot of ways, this could see you maybe getting some sort of a promotion. Maybe you're coming into some sort of position of authority. Maybe you are elevating in some way, shape or form. I believe it was the original Capricorn herself, Miranda, darling. Miranda Priestley that said, no, not Miranda Priestley. I mean, she is from The Devil Wears Prada, but one of the characters says, let me know when your whole personal life goes up in smoke. It means it's time for a promotion. So I wonder if this is a similar energy to that. I kind of feel like in a lot of ways, there's going to be some sort of elevation or status change when it comes to the work, when it comes to the profession. And I feel like a lot of you, whether this is a new job, whether it's new responsibilities, a lot of you are going in a very different direction to where you've been going before. So how people know you or what they know you for, in some way, shape or form is going to change. This is about you going in a very different direction to what you have done before, but it is still going to see you utilizing that same level of expertise. I mean, after all, you're still going to be you, right? You're just going to have different responsibilities and goals. Very, very exciting indeed. Let's have a look, see what's going on with your money and materials. You have the Justice card. So look at this, right? You've got the two opposite ends of the spectrum there. The Emperor card or the Horned God would represent Aries. And then the standing stone in this deck would be Justice. Right, so what I find really intriguing about that is that you're finding this balance between, your money materials, and your actions, right? So, or maybe it is that you're starting to see the rewards or the results of a lot of your hard work. I actually feel like this is what you're getting this month, which is really nice to see. I mean, it's always nice to see, right, that whatever, hard work and effort we've put in starts to yield results. I think this is going to be a fantastic month for you in that respect. Now, when it comes to your money and your finances, it does look like you are signing on the dotted line for something. For some of you, this could be you buying a home. For some of you, this could be you purchasing a new vehicle. It's definitely possible. Maybe you are spending money, or like it just looks like you're spending money on something, but we're talking big money here. This isn't like, it's not chicken scratch as they say. Like, we're talking about a big sum of money, one that you would sign a contract for, which means it's likely to be a long-term contract of some sort. So whatever you're buying this month, it's a big purchase. This is a big commitment for you. So, and it looks like you're full steam ahead. So fair play to you. When it comes to your physical health, this health looks good this month, but it does look like, again, you're really starting to get clear on what it is that you can eat and what it is that you can't. Like a lot of people, as they get older, they can't drink milk, right? They're lactose intolerant, or I know, for me, I love spicy food, but my skin doesn't. So as soon as I eat anything too spicy, I start to get itchy. So do you see what I mean? Like this month, you could really start to figure that out. And remember as well, your Justice card is Libra ruled. So Libra's your kidneys. So just something for you to look at there, you know, what you're ingesting, or maybe if you're ingesting too much of, you know, if you're overindulge. And then for your home and environment, I feel like this is a home. I feel like a lot of you are purchasing something that is a big purchase, either the home itself or something for the home. For some of you, this might even be construction in or around the home. So for your, come on brain, communications and conversations, you have the Ace of Swords. You're definitely signing a contract of some sort, especially with the horned one there. There is a legally binding contract that comes up for you this month, Capricorn. There's something that you are working on or something that you are working towards. And for a lot of you, like I said, you know, you're going in a new direction, and the Ace of Swords just clinches it for me. You are signing some sort of big paperwork for a big project or a big plan of some kind. It looks like you're having some very official conversations this month. You could be, you know, maybe dealing with somebody that works in a legal practice. Maybe you are speaking to a specialist of some sort. Whoever this person is that you're conversing with, they know their stuff, and it would be somebody that you would have to consult with in order to gain such a big contract. So I'll be intrigued to see what that is. For a lot of you, it does look like there is new work on the horizon, or maybe even a change of duty, or maybe even for some of you, a change in title. Very, very exciting indeed. Yeah, I love it. And then finally, for your heart and half, you have the Hermit card. So for those of you that are single, this is not a month for love. It does look like you're spending either a lot of time on your own, or you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to choose to be alone from here on in. When the right person comes in, I will know. Outside of that, it's kind of a no-go. For your... Come on, brain. For those of you that are partnered, yeah, I mean, it looks like whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever it is that you're purchasing or signing this document on, it might be something that you and your partner don't necessarily, it's not that you don't see eye to eye on it, but you might be deciding to go in a different direction to what was originally discussed or agreed. Now, remember, a partnership is only ever a guide. You don't have to do as you're told, right? So if that comes up, it might be a conversation that, you know, that needs to be had, where you say to your partner, look, you know what, I did what I wanted to do, as opposed to, you know, what I was supposed to do. You know, just something for you to think about. For your first week of the month, you have the Empress card. So for a lot of you, I really do feel like this is either a promotion, the gaining of a new contract, the gaining of a new title, whatever it is that whatever path you are treading this month, it leads you to a lot more financial security and abundance. You've got the Emperor and the Empress here. So whenever you see that masculine and feminine energy come together like this, something new is born, something is grown, something is kind of like when the sun and the moon come together. You know, that's where you can start something in a really positive light. This first week of the month is really, really great. It does feel like it's either something to do with the home, something to do with the work, or something to do with your finances, but there is a big move or a big purchase on the horizon. For your second week of the month, you have the Moon card, right? So it's interesting because underneath the Justice card, I get this sense that whatever it is that you're, you know, this new avenue or this new thing that's coming up in your life, I feel like it's something you've wanted to do for a long time, but maybe never had the money, or maybe you just didn't, you know, maybe it just didn't feel right at the time, whereas now it's coming back onto the table. I mean, it is the Moon card. So the thing that I want to say to you is, if you are, if this is a loan of some sort, and I've said this to everybody, you know, because we've still got Jupiter retrograde, I mean, granted, he is in your sign, but one thing that I really want you to be aware of, what you really want to think about is, if it is a loan, take an extra year or 5 years on it. If it's a mortgage, you know, don't say to yourself, right, I'm going to go for a 15-year, I'm going to have it done in that time. Take it over the 25, because the chances are with a Jupiter retrograde, you might end up being in it for longer than you wanted to anyway. So my advice is give yourself that extra space or that extra leeway and you will be fine. All right, for your third week of the month, you have the Tower card. There is a new direction coming in, and I am seeing you signing a lot of paperwork. I'm seeing you having to use a lot of your brain power. I do see you going off in a very different direction to maybe one that was agreed, especially if you're partnered. I do see you going off in a very new direction for you. Like, this is very novel. Like, what you are known for or how people generally perceive you may not necessarily have much to do with what you're about to do, and people might be really shocked about it. So it's just something for you to consider. For your fourth week of the month, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So even if you and your partner don't agree on what you decided to take as a path forward, you will end up agreeing on it in the end, which is a good thing. For those of you that are single, yeah, like I said, I mean, there's opportunities to meet someone, but I kind of feel like you're doing a lot of this month. You're kind of like, no, you know what? And whoever it is that is coming in for you guys, if there is someone, it looks like they're going to have to work really hard to get your trust. You know, not necessarily a bad thing. And then for your key to the month, dun, 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 you have... okay. The Ace of Wands. So you've got two aces here. New beginnings, fresh starts, new ways to do things. The Ace of Wands as a key to the month is basically saying to you, regardless of how intense some of this stuff is, have fun, right? Have enjoyment. Remember, the Ace of Wands is all about pleasure, passion, and vibrancy. So make sure you inject as much of these things as you can into your month as well. It's a time to be enjoyed. And, you know, especially if you are going off in a new direction or you are signing some sort of paperwork for a big purchase, life is supposed to be enjoyed. Right? At the end of the day, that's the size of it. Life is meant to be enjoyed. You've got two aces here as well, which means you are definitely going in some way, shape or form in a new direction. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week, month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.